Hey folks, Sheila here from Design Files. I just wanted to pop on with a quick video because I've got a couple of great new updates that are going to make it really quick and easy for you to approve items on behalf of your client and also to make payments for invoices on behalf of your client. So if you've got the type of client who would rather just hand over their credit card and let you deal with all of those steps, then these new updates are going to make it really quick and easy for you to collect that payment. So we'll use this project as an example. And within this project, let's say that your client has fallen in love with a few of these items here, and they gave you the approval on the sofa, the rug, the coffee table, and the armchairs. But maybe they haven't logged in and actually made the selections themselves. Maybe for the purposes of this particular project, you were either having a face-to-face meeting with them where you presented, or maybe you used something like Zoom to do a video chat, and they just gave you the thumbs up on those products. So if you want to record the approvals, what you can then do is you can click on this button right here to preview the project as a client, and that'll take you into the client-facing mode where you can now come down and you can click the approve buttons on behalf of your client to approve these items for order. Now, the nice thing about this is that these approvals are now going to be tracked and saved to the project. So what you can then do is you can close out of the client-facing view, and now you can go to the top where you can create your invoice. So I'm going to click on the invoice option. I'm going to create a new invoice, and that'll take me into the invoice template where I can start adding in all my details. At the top, it's already included the client's name, the invoice ID, the issue date, the terms for payment, and the contact details for my client. Down here, I can start adding products from the project. And if I click on that, it's going to open up a panel where it's going to show me every single item that I've added to all of the design boards throughout this entire project. To narrow it down further, what you can do is you can use this new drop filter right here where you can narrow it down to a specific design board. So if my client fell in love with the items in concept number 2, I can just narrow it down to that specific board. Now it's going to give me a list of all the items I used for that entire design, and then I can narrow it down further to all the approved products. And there's the 4 that we just approved. So now I can just click this checkbox right here, automatically add these items to my invoice, and it's going to pull in the product image, the product name, unit price, quantity, markup, client-facing price, which is the only price your client will see, and of course you can select your sales tax here. If you need to add tax to shipping costs, just check this checkbox. Now down here, you can decide how you're going to pay for this particular invoice. So if you want to be able to if your client gave you their credit card information, then you can turn this toggle on, which says allow client to pay by credit card. In this case, it'll be you. And you can decide whether or not you're going to push that Stripe fee onto your client. So Stripe does charge 2.9% plus 30 cents per transaction. If you turn this toggle on, that processing fee will show as an individual element within the client's invoice. So it'll also have subtotal, tax, shipping, processing fee, and it'll show the amount. Or of course, you can choose to turn this toggle off, and in that case, you'd be absorbing that processing fee yourself. In this case, I'm going to turn it on. Once you've done that, you can, of course, save your invoice as a draft and preview it just to make sure that you like how it all looks. So your logo will show here. You've got your invoice details, contact details, the breakdown of the products, and down here you can see there's the button to pay with card. If you like the look of this invoice, great. You can exit out of this preview, and let's just go ahead and we'll save this. Now that that's saved, I can do 2 things. I can go into this menu right here and I can download the invoice as a PDF. I could download the client invoice as a PDF and I can email that out directly to the client if I just want them to have a final document that shows the breakdown. And if I am ready to go ahead and pay for this invoice on behalf of my client, I can just view the client invoice right here. That'll take me to this view where I can now click the button to pay with the credit card that the client gave me. That'll give me the credit card fields where I can add in all the details, and I can complete this purchase on behalf of my client. So once that's done, this invoice will now show as paid within your account, and the amount that was paid for will then show within your financials page as well. So it's going to make it really easy for you to keep track of all of your finances and just see how much you're earning on a month-to-month basis. So there you have it. Those two features should make it really quick and easy for you to approve items for order on behalf of your client and also to collect those payments on behalf of your client as well if they just want to give you the credit card and let you take care of those steps yourself. So log into your Design Files account, give these new features a try, and as always, let us know what you think.